Hey everyone, welcome to the Playback Podcast presented by KAR, your weekly podcast featuring America's favorite dancers, hosted by America's favorite road warriors. We are your hosts, Jocelyn, Kristyn, and Julie, and we are excited to have another episode covering KAR, Rainbow, Ultra, and all things Dancers Against Cancer. Can't wait to jump in.
All right, I'm going to kick it off this time. I have one to talk about from KAR Bridgeport. I wasn't there, but we had a recommendation from one of our MCs, and I had to check it out. This was Act 228 involvement from the Dance Connection. As soon as I clicked on her video, I was like, whoa, this costume, it's so mesmerizing. She's in like an all, like almost looking like leather latex moment, but she has like mesh in like her midsection. It's so pretty. And then she has these beautiful like long red leather gloves. Wow. And yeah, it's just very mesmerizing on stage. It's very captivating already. And then her movement was so strong and precise that I think the costume added and elevated her performance. And yeah, it was just so great to see. I loved it. I wish I could have seen it in person. I bet her energy radiated even more watching it in person. But when you can convey that through a video too, you know it was really good because you lose a little bit of that connection on a video. So I just know she absolutely killed it in person as well as her video. So yeah, shout out to this dancer. It was great.
And I heard that she also got the Elite Ultimate Performance Award too.
Go.
Nice. Killing it.
Slay.
All right, so I want to shout out a performance from last weekend, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, because one of our team members told me about it this weekend and was like, Nurka, you absolutely have to watch this dance. And so obviously I wrote it down and I was like, okay, let me watch it. So yesterday I sat down at my desk and I watched it. I about fell out my chair. It was a production. It was from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Rainbow. It was Act 554 EDSA competition weekend. It was their production and it was about a competition weekend.
I love that.
It went through like the whole thing, like the dancers getting to the event with their dance moms doing their hair and their makeup.
So good.
To the prop dads setting up the props on stage. They brought out 3 judges and their judges table. They judged a few routines. And then, okay, this is where I about fell out of my chair. Literally, I texted Charles, who recommended it to me, that I fell out of my chair. And no one was upstairs to witness this. They bring out an awards table, but prior to that, drop to the beat, drop to the beat. And if you've been to a KAR event, you know that is our awards table song.
They added us so hard.
I love that so much.
I
feel so seen.
Honestly, like, have we made it?
We made it.
We made it to EDSA competition weekend.
Wow.
I said drop to the beat, had me fall out of my chair. Such a clever concept for a production. They had prop dads, dance moms, someone to sweep the stage afterwards.
They thought of everything.
Like the dance dad had the I don't dance, I finance t-shirt on.
A classic.
It was, that is so well done. And every dance parent, dancer, dance grandma can relate to that entire routine. And that is such a clever concept. And I loved it.
Yeah.
I have it saved.
I want to watch.
It's so good. Yeah,
Love
you have to watch it. It was very good.
Wow.
10 out of 10. So shout out to that studio because that was really cool. And they probably had fun doing it too, you know?
It sounds so fun. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Anyways, I loved it. Also, shout out Rainbow, new merch. I don't know if you've seen it. If you're at Rainbow,
cute.
you should buy it. I literally bought it right away. I saw it come out of the box and I said, that's mine. I'm buying this immediately. So shout out.
Love it. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a routine from KAR Charlotte Concord, and this was actually recommended by no one other than one of our judges. And typically we won't take a judge's request due to conflict of interest, but I just have to talk about this one, you guys. This is Act 514, The Greatest Gift, and this is from Miss Donna's School of Dance.
We love Miss Donna.
We love Miss Donna. She's a queen. Their whole staff is amazing, but this routine, you guys, brought the entire audience to tears, including the MC and the judges. This was a group of special needs kids that were not competing in our special needs category. They were actually competing within our competitive levels, which is absolutely amazing. So congratulations to them already in that accomplishment. But it was just so beautiful. It was like this gorgeous hallelujah song. And honestly, like, it was just stunning to see a bunch of different kids who have already gone through so much in their life just take that time to not only memorize the choreography, but execute it, bring emotion, bring the storytelling element. And it was just beautiful to see all of these kids overcome so much and to celebrate it all on stage together with some beautiful choreography. So
those dances always bring me to tears, no matter what. They could be doing a hip hop dance and I'm crying.
Yeah. Well, it was beautifully done. There was, they had everyone from kids in wheelchairs to kids that had like these beautiful, like, what do you call those? The scarves that like you can do ribbon dancing and stuff. Like, it was so beautifully done. So congratulations to Miss Donna's School of Dance. You guys run a beautiful program over there at your studio, and I know that our entire staff, judges included, always look forward to your performances because it goes beyond the competition. It's a moment for everyone to just enjoy dance, and it was beautifully done. So awesome job.
Beautiful. Love it. All right, this weekend I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at Ultra. So I have a few from there. My first one I'm going to talk about is Act 91. This is called Eyes of a Child from the Dance Complex. Okay, first of all, it was Sunday morning, early, like 8 a.m. We started with ultra competitive 8 and unders. Okay. And I was like, okay, obviously they're going to be good. They're going to... What is in the water in Minnesota, the 8 and unders? Every studio that there was a giant category of ultra competitive 8 and under.
Wow.
Normally there's like two.
Yeah.
No, it was absolutely insane.
They're beautiful there.
This was our first overall winner, but the whole category was crazy. I was sitting there like checking over and over, like 8 and under, like the feet, the legs, the strength. Like our winner here at one point, she was on her hands. She puts her legs over her shoulders, presses into a handstand.
Oh my
8
God.
and under?
Yeah,
8 and under stop. Like, oh my goodness. The whole category was like this every time. I was like, there's no way. We have to be in 9 to 11 by now. Still 8 and under. So amazing accomplishment from all these 8 and unders, but I just wanted to give a special shout out to 91 from the Dance Complex because, wow, I was just amazed by the talent and the strength of a dancer that age. Crazy.
Wow. Absolutely.
Dang. Okay. I was in Rainbow Atlanta this weekend. It was our one rainbow show of the weekend, and I got to be there. It was very exciting. I haven't been to Atlanta in a couple years, so I was excited to be back to see those dancers there. The act that I want to talk about is from Rhythm Dance Center. This was Chloe Jenkins. Her solo was Act 336, Adios. And it's like that really intense song. I'm not going to try and sing it. There's no way. The video is probably playing right now, so you hear it. I wrote, are you kidding? Her technique and her style. It was bananas. She put her right leg like up and over and like bent the supporting leg and arched it. And I was like, how did you do that? Like, I'm lucky if I can touch my toes in the morning now. But I just thought it was so great. So great. I meant to say creative and great at the same time. I don't know.
It's new.
It's a new word.
It's a new one.
Great.
It's the new sleigh.
I wrote that she came to eat in all caps, and she did just that. She won Elite Solo 12 to 14 Teen Dancer of the Year and Elite Ultimate Performance Award. And she was so humble about it on stage and just so grateful. She kept saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, you know? And I just enjoyed watching her. I was emceeing at the time too, so I got to see that performance live in person. And me and Melanie at the table, we were just like holding on because she like took our breath away almost. She killed it.
Awesome.
Great.
Great. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is actually recommended by one of our MCs, Olivia. This is from KAR Columbus, Ohio, Act 493, Head Afloat from North Point Dance Academy. So this routine was really cool because it was definitely like that contemporary modern feel. And it started off where everyone is in all black and they've got the socks going. So you know when they got socks, it's going to be fluid and smooth and all the things. You know what I mean?
They're going to slide.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you know what to expect, kind of.
Yeah.
But what was so cool about it is it started with a smaller group. And honestly, that's what I thought I was going to be watching the whole time. And then slowly, one by one, kids just started adding. And then before you knew it, it was basically a super line. Like, it was huge. But I feel like because it was the choreography kept moving back and forth through the stage, you honestly, like, I didn't realize that people were even adding on until halfway through. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because so fluid.
It was so
Picking
fluid,
people up,
and there was so much partner work, and there was so much like them doing a phrase over here, and then they would modify it coming into there, and it was done so well that I didn't even realize until I was like, oh my gosh, wait, the stage is full of kids. Like, so
that's cool.
It was just really cool, and it was really well done, and I felt like the music, it was an interesting piece of music. It wasn't necessarily like piano. It was just felt, I don't know. I was trying to describe it to Julie. I was like, it just felt like the background, like, soundtrack of life. Like, it just sounded like, you know what I mean? So anyway, they had really cool shapes, really cool, smooth partner work, and I just really enjoyed it. And so did our MC, obviously, because she recommended it. So awesome job to North Point Dance Academy. Great job.
Ooh. All right, I have another one from Ultra. This is Act 73, Liability from Woodbury Dance Center. Yeah, I was really excited to see Woodbury this season. This one got a power performance, first overall, so amazing job. It was the, am I going to mess it up? Lord. It was the Lord song, Liability, so it has like a lot of like, emotion and angst in it.
Yes.
And this dancer is so stunning. I saw her practicing with her teacher in the lobby, and just from her costume and the way she was approaching, just even rehearsing in the lobby, I was like, oh, I want to see this solo. Like, I knew she was going to go out there and kill it, and she absolutely did. It was so stunning. Her movement quality was absolutely crazy. My favorite thing was like her stretch. So like the top of her movement, like you felt like it never stopped until she like dove into something else, almost like she would like lengthen it till the very last second and then almost like speed into the next thing, so that you got that full moment of that last thing and finished it before she went into something else. And so that was really nice, and I feel like that's what makes like some soloists so captivating, because you're like, whoa, like I don't know where they're gonna go, because they look like they're holding on to this moment for so long until they want to get out of it. You know, they're not like, this is on my 1, this is on the 2, I need to do, you know, like they just listen to their music and kind of just go with that movement quality and that like, oh yeah, so nice, beautiful.
I would need to watch that one.
Yeah,
that sounds
that
beautiful.
Song. Stunning.
Okay, we're gonna travel on down to KAR Mason.
Why did that get me?
We're gonna travel on down.
We're gonna travel on down.
You have some good ones.
Keep your arms inside the vehicle.
Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Okay. This was Act 477, Forget Me, from Reflections Dance Arts. Dancer is Mason Yager. Elite Ultimate Performance Award winner with a 293.5.
Let's go.
I watched this performance this morning because it was recommended by one of the team members there. My first impressions were his feet, bananas. But like bananas like wow, but also bananas.
Whoa.
Insane. Boy dancer. Killing it. It was so well done. I said absolutely breathtaking from the start. It's like he is floating across the stage with his movement, and he is so confident in it that it makes it look so easy.
Wow.
He does this back bend arch up, and he stops halfway and then pushes it up, if that makes sense. Like he does like a flip thing to the ground, and then he pushes up onto his feet in that back bend, and he holds it, and then he like throws it up almost. And that gave me goosebumps. I was like, dang, get it. So kudos to Mason Yager. You killed it.
Awesome.
Great.
So great.
That's it for me. So great.
All right. I have one more from Ultra. This is Act 232, Body Language from Dance Arts Center. This was so fun. I was at video when she went, and I was having the best time, like, videoing her. Like, I was like, girl, I'm with you. Like, this is so fun. Like, her song started, and she was off stage. And so, you know, you're like, where are they coming from? You know, and then she comes on, like, jazzing, like, all the way across, like, from the wing, center stage, like, boom, I swear, in 1/8 count. Like, she took up so much space and just, like, boom, shot out there, like, so, like, she really got your attention because of how she traveled and used her space and was so intentional with her traveling and her movement. And then I was just there for the rest of the solo. Like, she had such a good, like, I always call it like a pop to her movement, you know, especially with jazz and that song, all those accents. You know what song we're talking about?
Yep.
Like,
Body language.
Yeah, like it has so many cracks that like you need to deliver that level of accent, and she absolutely did. And so like, yeah, I just enjoyed it so much. Like I felt like I was there with her the whole time. I was like, whoa, nice, you know, like I know,
and you couldn't say anything either. You're
I'm
like at
sitting
video.
at video like, So yeah, it was a really great piece to watch.
I think that's it for this past weekend. Where's everyone headed this weekend?
I'm going to Chicago.
Chicago. I will be in Detroit.
Ooh, and I will actually be in Minneapolis this weekend.
Oh, there you go.
Get excited.
Love it. Well, as always, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your support. And don't forget to say hi to us when we see you on the road. Bye.